A really good friend is somebody that'll go to Hens and Honey with you for coffee whenever you want and never judge you for how much espresso you drink.
It's very true.
I put 4 shots in Kylie's cup. She's like, just give me 3 and I pour 4.
That's iconic.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need 4.
Wow. All right, Mom.
You're a great
Welcome
friend.
back to Boss Babe Brews. My mom wants to talk about her necklace.
Hey guys, I'm Valerie, Marlena, and today we have the beautiful and talented Amanda Setti on again. We're going to talk about stuff I'm not real sure. It's not about with friends.
Huh. We just had an entire discussion.
Friendships. Anywho, my necklace, we have a lot of new jewelry in the cafe. This is great for the holiday season, and most of it is under $50. I don't want to give away all my prices because I want you to come in. I like your shirt, Marlena. Where'd you get that?
Hens and Honey Shop Cafe.
Oh,
we have a really cute boutique section up front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I have another good one I just thought of too. A really good friend is somebody that'll listen to you talk about the same situation and scenario 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like
they never make you feel judged.
You can just beat a dead horse over and over again. Or like you find like one new thing and then you guys can just spin off on it again and again.
And you just repeat the whole story over and over again.
Like 1,000 times.
Yes. I do that all the time.
A good friend is one that feeds your delusions, doesn't make you feel crazy, doesn't make you feel judged. You can talk about the same thing, like you said, over and over, and it's fine.
We love to beat a dead horse.
Oh, I love beating a dead horse.
I do that with my mom too. I'll tell the same story 66 times and we might add a little bit in there. Even if it's fake,
you get one new detail, you'll be like, you'll never guess. We have people in here on like little like friend like hangouts and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, oh, they're talking about something good. Cause then they're both like at the table, like they just stop sipping the coffee. Like, you know, it's good.
Those are the conversations you want to kind of like,
yeah.
I usually don't come out of the kitchen, but I will on those where I'd be like, Mom, there's a good story going on out here. I'll come out with a rag and I'll wipe around you guys and I'll listen in on your conversation. Just
one
kidding.
Of our employees, I looked over the other day, she was wiping a table and the people next to her, she stopped. She was wiping the table and went.
Yes, she did.
And was leaned on their table. I said, what's wrong with you?
She came in the back. They were asking her a question.
I was like, I thought you were just listening to their story. I was like, there's no way you're that bold.
I do that sometimes.
I have no life and I have no friends. So I will not have anything to say at this entire show. All I do is work.
I'm your friend.
Oh, okay, thanks. Hey, girl.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we talked about that a little bit. Let me just I'm going to bring a little bit of negativity up into this.
I got a lot to say.
So years ago, I was a heavy gal. I still consider myself slightly pudge, but I was a heavy gal. And I had lost a lot of weight on my own and I had breast implants put in. I was vain because I was finally skinny and I thought I was one of the girls next door with Hugh Hefner.
I feel like we all go through a stage where we're all obsessed with them.
Yeah.
That was me last year.
I loved Holly.
Right before I lost all my weight. I need to like get back into that so I can like feel it again.
Yeah.
I love the girls next door.
I did like
we used to it was great.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to like hang out like with this group of people. And when I lost my weight and I got my implants, I noticed like I wasn't invited anymore. It was just my husband. I'm like, okay. And I never really put 2 and 2 together until I was playing horseshoes one day. And I always wore short shorts. My butt cheeks didn't hang out, but they were cute. I have little legs. I'm fortunate. So I had on like a little cute pair of like, jean shorts. I was up throwing a horseshoe and one of the women came up to me. She goes, oh my God. She goes, the next time you go shopping, she goes, you got to take me with you. And I was so flattered because I really don't have a lot of, friends. I was a stay-at-home mom. I really didn't get fixed up a whole lot. I worked on the farm. And I was so flattered. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I would love that. And as soon as I said it, she goes, because my husband loves the way you look in your shorts. And I was like, wow. I felt like I was ready to freaking cry. Yeah. And I didn't even want to finish the game.
It's like
and
a backhanded compliment.
That's what I went and I sat down. I'm just like, it ruined the rest of the picnic. And then after that, it just kind of fizzled out. I wasn't invited anymore. And I'm like, whatever. Obviously, I'm adorable. Yeah. But no, I just think that was really rude. That's just tough. But for me, like a lot of times people don't like when you self-improve yourself.
Yeah,
I feel like
you're successful.
Right. Definitely. I feel like they can't handle it.
It's
Even
true.
family members. Come on, man. I always said, if you want what I have, work like I do.
Right.
I work 7 days a week.
Right.
I rarely take off. So it's hard for people to accept that. And sometimes like I get jealous. I'm like, oh, why does this place do a little bit better than me? And I'm like, you know what, let me work a little harder at myself or
look at yourself.
And then that's what you do to improve. And I gotta say too, you gotta stop comparing yourself to others.
Very true.
That's been very hard for me, but I feel like at my ripe old age of, I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. I've accepted, you know, I am who I am. You don't like me, you know, whatever, go pound sand or whatever. But, and I stopped a couple years ago, I should say, comparing myself to other businesses. I march the beat of my own drum and I do my own thing.
That's so important.
And it can be tough.
I always found it so hard in my life. Like, there's nothing wrong with having insecurities, but it's very challenging for me to be friends with someone who makes insecurities your problem. Like when they're a very insecure person, that's when they get jealous of your success, or they get jealous if you lose weight, or they get, you know, they treat you differently if you dress differently.
I've had a lot of friendships like that. And I like when you build each other up. Like my big thing is like no gatekeeping.
Exactly.
So like my best friend one day, I was like, I love your lip gloss. Like, what is that? She's like, I'll get it for you next time. She literally brought it to me at a Jonas Brothers concert. I'm wearing it right now.
That's so cool.
Like, and
like
I
that's
like when
the energy.
You, like, self-improve, but like improve each other. Like, oh my God, I got this out from here. I think this would look so good on you. She's like, you can go shopping in my closet anytime you want. I feel like her personal Barbie doll. She'll just like dress me up.
I love people. Like when people come to the register, and if I am, which is rare out at the register, if I love your shirt, I'm going to tell you. Like if I love your makeup, I'm going to tell you. I love eyelashes on ladies. Like I'll tell you about your eyelashes.
I love doing makeup.
We should empower each other.
Makeup and like their hair.
But when you do that, I feel like we're comfortable with ourselves.
Yes.
Like I feel like I have good self-confidence now. It's taken me a long time to get here, but I feel like I try to project
if you want to like go out, cause like she liked this guy or something, I was like, if you want to get his attention, like I'll go with you so you're not alone, but like I'll dress down. So if you dress up and look like really good, it'll look even better. Like
what
if
a
I'm
woman
like,
you are.
Is that why you guys take me out with you all the time?
No, but do you know what I mean though? Like,
ignorant.
we love like, I don't know.
Next time
just
when
like
dressing a
you want a
goddamn
good friendship that like a good like base, like somebody to like always support you and like be like, let me take a good picture of you. This picture's so good. Like post this. Like
you don't want to feel like you have to dim your shine around your friends because they're going to treat you differently or, you know, get mad or get upset or.
And lately I feel like I've just had the best group of friends the past like year or two, like just like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
A good support group.
Important. Yeah.
I have no support group because I have no friends. Wait, this fly is my friend because every show we have a fly out here. I think it's the same fly. You guys, it is December. There shouldn't be a fly in here. But he's here.
Can I share a little friendship hot take?
Yes.
Can I get spicy for a second?
Yeah, do spice.
Okay. I'm not going to get into the whole backstory because it's like long, but you guys know my mom passed away like 6 years ago. I lost a lot of friends. Thank you. I lost a lot of friends during that time, but a big thing that it came down to was other people prioritizing their convenience in the friendship. And I've grown to understand that a good friend does not put their convenience above the friendship. Right. Like, sure, you don't want to, you know, be a doormat, bend over backwards for everybody all the time. But true, real, genuine friendships are going to require you to put your convenience to the side sometimes and prioritize someone else's need for whatever it is that they need. So that's like, I guess a spicy hot take is that you can't prioritize your convenience in friendships all the time.
And a lot of people won't do that.
And I've had friends that'll be like, you don't call me all the time or you don't do this. I'm like, well, I have like other things to do. But like I try to prioritize and make like my most. But I kind of have like a top 5 right now. And I'm like, let me just focus on like this core group and kind of keep all of them happy. And like try and keep myself. Do you know what I mean? Like you, like the people you want to keep around you and text all the time. Cause sometimes I like fall out. I don't always text somebody for a week or a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that
but
too.
I like when you can just like pick up out of nowhere. Like sometimes it's hard, especially
but it should work the other way too. Like they get mad because you don't text them or call. Right.
Yeah, like say something. Like if you have a problem with me, say it. How can I fix something if you just have this like, silent expectation of me?
So like I'm guilty too of like being in a relationship and kind of like dissing my friends. Like last year, like I did that and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I obviously realized where I went wrong. Like
because self-awareness is everything.
My friend Nicolette and I were talking about this last week. I was like, you are always going to be here. He might not be here. Like you'll be at my wedding, but we don't know if he'll be at my wedding.
Damn.
So like you got to keep your friends prioritized.
Yeah. But the priority thing is hard. Like as you get older, maintaining friendships when you have like work and all these other relationships, marriage, boyfriends, whatever, some kids for some people, like it can be really challenging to balance all those priorities in a way that makes sense for everybody, which is why like leniency is important in friendships.
It's good to have an understanding friendship.
Yeah.
Like if you're busy for a week or you've been working like, my friend, like she'll work like 72-hour shifts. Like, you know, if she's sleeping for a day or if she's just mentally wore out and doesn't want to talk to anybody, like it's fine.
And if you have an expectation of a friendship, like you want to be texted once a day or whatever, you got to voice that because people can't read your mind. Silent expectations, unspoken expectations will kill any relationship.
I definitely
Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Because that has ended a lot of friendships for me.
Yeah.
It was like just people having these expectations of wanting me to be a certain person, or at least for me going through like grief healing, wanting me to be normal at a certain amount of time when
Yeah, and
there's no
everybody
timeline
grieves
for
at
that.
their own pace in their own way.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's important not to judge people on that either, because you never know how somebody's dealing with something in their own mind.
Exactly. So a lot of former friendships had these unspoken expectations of me of like wanting me to act a certain way after a certain point or be healed by a certain point.
Yeah.
But it was never communicated. It was just something I was able to reflect on after the friendship
Communication
ended.
is key in any relationship, friendship, like an actual like romantic relationship.
Yes.
Communication, I feel like, is the biggest thing.
Yeah. So
You have
like
to.
a huge green flag in any relationship, friendships especially, is the ability to freely communicate. Like if you expect someone to text you a certain amount of times or to come see you a certain amount of times, being able to freely and openly communicate that is such a green flag. I can't deal with people who are passive.
I definitely get on people's nerves about that. Like I will text Kylie and be like, I just want pee. And she'll be like, okay, do I need to know that? Or I'll be like, I'm kind of nauseous this morning.
Love that.
No,
I never
she
got
literally-
one.
I do poop selfies because I look good in the lighting when I'm pooping. So I have like a little.
You know, it's a good friendship.
Yeah, it's a real good. You have a couple of people that I send.
Like
them to.
what were we
Y'all
just
know
saying
who you
before
are.
we started? A good green flag is when like your friend will always go to the bathroom with you. If you're like, oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to go alone.
Yeah,
or,
oh my
like,
God.
For some reason,
Huge.
people don't come with me to the bathroom
because you usually like stink it out.
I do. I'll tell you why. I love when I take somebody, especially if they don't know, like I'm going to go in the bathroom or in public and poop, because I will rip the biggest farts. And I laugh so hard, like the farts won't stop. It's like the whole time.
Like a horse.
But it's so funny. So I'll be like, make sure you have your camera ready and you can record it because it's funny as heck.
Or she'll record videos for you.
Amazing.
But it's like ridiculous. And
It's
you're like,
funny.
I'm not going with you anymore.
Life is too short. You have to have fun. Sorry if you think it's stinky, but it's fun. We all poop. Don't act like your shit don't stink. Like I said, but it's funny. I love it. Especially like don't. So no, nobody goes to the bathroom with me. Whatever. But I don't think any friend should let somebody travel alone. And that brings me back. In fact, really briefly, we had touched about, we were at the Phillies game. Marlena got mad at me because I wound up leaving because I wanted her to come to the bathroom with me because I had to poop.
She's just a drama queen. She hates being around people.
And I sat for so long up front holding my poo. When I finally went up to the bathroom by myself, I thought I was going to get lost. I was nauseous and I couldn't come back to the seat. I actually got sick and we had to leave.
She's just dramatic.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, she is.
You should have went to the bathroom. If you went to the bathroom with me when I first had to go, I would have still been at that
So like good
Phillies
friends
game.
aren't judgmental. They'll be the ones that are like, all right, yeah, I'll go with you. Or like
judgmental. No.
if you're like
They'll be
naked
judgmental
around
with
a friend
you.
or you're like trying on clothes, like you should never have to feel like your friend's gonna judge you. You know the trend where it's like celebrities, I think I would be comfortable in a swimsuit around.
Yeah.
Or like people that give off the energy. Like you always want somebody like that.
Hardy, I'd be comfortable in a swimsuit around you. Just kidding.
But like, you know what I mean? You want somebody like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just think that's like a green flag when your friend's like, oh, I saw this and thought of you. Or like, and you'd be like, I could never wear that in a million years. Yeah. Or like
consideration
thoughtful.
is such a huge form of love.
Yes.
To be considered in all things and to be
Yeah.
wanted and thought of. That is a huge form of love. Not even just like in romantic relationships, but in friendships as well.
And I feel
to
like
be considered.
You also want to make sure like, I'm trying to think of like how to word it. Like a red flag per se would be like being used by your friend. So like we have like a little girl that works for us and like her friend would make her drive her to school every day, buy her breakfast, buy her this, constantly have her. And I'm like, but you're working for your money and then you're spending it on her and she's never reciprocating.
Yeah. Like, or when you only hear from someone because they want something from you.
Like you, like again, communication is key. Like, okay, well maybe would you mind buying next time? Or like, my friends and I, like we will split the bill or like, if she gets me this time, I'll get her next time. Like kind of like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what
it's
I
always
mean?
this like ever evolving, like I got you, you get me. Like it's kind of goes. But when you only hear from someone when they want something from you. That's
how about like a friend that's obsessed? I can't say the stuff that they did because they probably listen to this show, but I have an ex-friend who was so obsessed with me. The shit that she would do, like it was kind of like scary and freaky. So I'm like, that's why I'm no longer friends with her.
Yeah, it almost is like borderline, like they're in love with you.
Yeah, it was.
And they get possessive, they get jealous,
very,
and hang out with other people.
Like, why
that
are you
was
so
it.
obsessed with me?
Possessive,
No,
very possessive, and jealous, and that's what it was.
So I've
it was
had a friend
crazy.
before too, like, or if I get other new best friends, like, some people have an issue of me being like, oh, Michael's my best friend, Nicolette's my best friend, Lindsay's my best, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, wait, why would you say they're your best friend if I am? Like,
they feel possessive of the word best friend.
And I feel like I have so many best friends. And I feel like my best friends are so popular and have so many. So it's kind of like sharing is caring.
Yeah.
And also like give your attention to them. I'm busy this week. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yeah, possessiveness is not a good dynamic.
Or I've even lost a couple adult friends because if Marlena or my son got in an argument or a disagreement with their kid, they stopped talking. It was like awkward. So I've lost a couple adult friends because of that.
Yeah. Well, you got to support your kids. I'm always right.
Oh, wow. Okay, sure.
I don't have any kids, but I support you, Marlena.
Thanks. I feel like there's always like definitely two sides to every story, but my stories are always on point with receipts.
Wow.
Same. You got to have those receipts, girl, to back up what you're going to say.
Thank you.
Back up those stories.
I'm trying to think of like another green flag. A friend that will just like pig out with you. Like
Love that.
Eat and not judge you. Like my friend and I went out the other night and I was like, I don't know what I'm celebrating right now, but I feel like this is like a celebratory meal. She was like, no, same. She's like, we'll just pretend we're celebrating something.
I've been celebrating for 2 months.
Like somebody that won't judge you for being like, I want like a sweet potato or and like macaroni.
Will I mean, even it's not food really, but like will celebrate you.
Yes.
Even if it's something small. Like, oh my gosh, I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like, you know, it could be like the littlest of things, but they're willing to celebrate any milestone with you. It doesn't have to be
Do you know the people that like, this is like a red flag. I feel like the people that don't post you, but they like want to be your friend, but then they post everybody else but you.
Yeah.
Or they follow you. They're my good friend. Or
and they
even
post
an employee.
every other coffee shop but us.
Yeah.
Or a family member will like post a Starbucks picture and not us. And I'm like,
oh, I don't like that.
That's weird.
That kind of goes in the same vein of like, because what I do with like content creation, it's like when I see people who have no problem commenting on like random influencer stuff but never comment on my stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
It's like, you could support a stranger or a big corporation, but not us.
Or they like all the celebrities like us. We want to be popular
but
too.
But then you have friends like me or like us that'll comment things like 5
all the
comments
time.
in a row. Like you think we're like borderline in love with each other, like through the comments.
Like you share.
We might be.
Yep. I repost small businesses like on my story and stuff. And it's,
that's a pet peeve of mine.
It is, but I feel like and you know what? Again, that could be like an issue with them, but I always try to support small businesses. I always have for 10 years and it's never reciprocated the same. Very few. Yeah. I got to give a shout out to Wolf Fitness. They've been amazing with reposting and sharing my business. I appreciate you guys.
I've been putting on the
I'm going this week. I'm getting my fat ass back in the gym this week. So look out.
Amanda does fitness stuff on her page too. Yeah. And on your stories, I stopped clicking it because you'd be like, rest day or did you work out today? Yeah. And it's been a rest day for like 3 months. Okay.
See, like when I don't post that poll, people are in my DMs like, you didn't give me a chance to tell you I worked out today. Like, where's the poll? So I always do it. And it's because I get DMs if I don't do it.
Yes.
I need to start looking at more stories. I don't see a lot of stories.
She does not click stories at all. She just doesn't know how.
Some people don't. It's fine.
But I do all your posts. I try to do all your posts.
Me too. I try to get yours too. I like to comment.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. But it's crazy to me when people that you know will support strangers or big corporations that don't even know they exist over a small business or creator, whatever. Like, I don't understand that.
Don't you worry. When I am famous, I'm going to be the same way that you were to me now when I am famous.
Exactly.
I'll be like, what's your name?
How'd you word that?
What? Huh? I don't know. You know what I meant, but you know what I meant, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could give a green flag of like, a green flag in a friend, they're not going to rush you when you're going through something. Like they're not going to make you feel bad for being upset about something. They're not going to try and like, oh, you're still crying over him after like 3 days. Like, girl, like get up. You know, like they're going to, want to encourage you and support you, but they're not going to try and rush any sort of emotion that you're having. They're going to support you through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when you get like a new... when you get a new boyfriend and your friends are like extra protective and they're like, well, I need to meet him. I need to feel him out. Like they want your best interests at heart.
Of course.
Like they're not jealous of you and secretly want your man.
Yeah.
Like I've had people before that are like, oh, you're dating so-and-so. And then after you break up, you'll never guess who I saw. Like, okay, I don't care.
Energy does not lie. You can tell the difference between like envy and jealousy versus someone like looking out for you and being protective of you. Because that jealous, like envious energy is so potent in my opinion. Like I can smell that from a mile away.
That's why I feel like I have like my solid, like I keep saying like group of friends. And I feel like I don't.
Yeah. This year I've made some really, really wonderful friendships after losing a lot of friendships.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that it comes back
Me
to
too.
is like, one of the lessons my mom always taught me was to be wary of people who are jealous of you. And when she would say that, like, and she'd point out a friend, she'd be like, oh, Amanda, like, so-and-so's jealous of you. I would immediately think to, like, material things. And I'm like, what do I have that they don't? Like, that didn't make sense. But then I realized that people could be very dangerous when they're jealous of you for things that are, like, intrinsic to you. Like, your energy, your vibe, your ambition.
Oh, yeah.
When they're jealous of those things, run. Because those people are not good friends.
I found just a lot of women and other strong women, I consider myself a strong woman, can't handle strong women. And I feel like that makes them jealous. And I feel like that's a lot of times why I don't have the same support back, whether it's family member or friends or anything. They can't handle it. And I'm a lot. I know I am. But I think I'm a decent human being and I do anything for anybody. So, But that's okay. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
It's true.
So.
If someone sees you doing something that either they want to do secretly, or they're too afraid to do it, they'll take that out on you.
Oh yeah.
It'll come out as jealousy, envy, negativity, not support.
And they don't realize how much it takes to get and have got to where I am now. It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of almost losing my entire business. It's been a fucking journey, let me tell you. But
I thought of a hot take.
Ooh.
Hot take.
Okay.
Ooh.
So wait,
give it to us.
For like younger people, like high school kind of age.
Yeah.
Like don't, like I know this was like kind of like hypocritical of some stuff we just said about like prioritizing, but you're not going to be friends with everybody you're friends with in high school. So don't revolve your entire personality like around them.
No, you're so right though. Because friendships can end for even reasons beyond your control, like moving away.
I had a mass unfollowing like the day after I graduated, and I unfollowed like 200 or 300 people on all of my social media. I was like, I'm never going to talk to these people again, and they're all just on my page being nosy anyways. Yeah.
Right.
Literally, I was down to like 53 followers after high school after having like 400.
Wow.
I was like,
that's energy clearing right there.
It was. I think you get like shadow banned on Instagram for doing that too. I figured
if you do too many, that might be a thing. Yeah, for sure.
But it was like, I don't know. I just feel like so many people are like, oh, well, I want to make sure so-and-so is happy. Or like, but when you're in high school, like you're still going to like go to college and meet new people and have a new job.
Yeah.
But
move
then
away, whatever.
On the other end of that, I think that if you have a really good childhood friend that you've been friends with for like 13 years, like prior high school, you should still try and prioritize that a little bit more than your newer friendships.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I feel like I'm wording all this wrong, but like I had a really great childhood friend, 13 years, went to college. We were still talking all the time, but then she slowly started like backing off, which is fine. Like I get you're in college, but then it like completely stopped. Like I remember she came home for a summer and never even told me she was home. And like also somebody who was more sheltered like me, like my whole life kind of revolved around that friendship, which maybe like I should have branched out more too. But like also to just do that to somebody, like kind of like
ghosting someone you had a long-standing friendship with is so wrong in so many ways.
That's why like I get like when I see people like, oh, my childhood friend, like I don't have that anymore. Or like at their weddings, I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Like my childhood friend's not around. Like, you know what I mean?
I have like a childhood friend. We still talk, but we're not close like we used to be, but we're still friends.
But that's like you can be like not there and then back and then you're fine again. You know what I mean? But like this friend like completely dissed me for college and all of her new people. And I'm like, well,
I had a very similar situation with one of my college friends.
How they think about you.
And that's what I said.
Like if you don't want to be my friend anymore, that's fine.
Or you could have told
but maybe tell me.
Yeah.
Like let's have a conversation. Like if we have a long-standing friendship, like multiple years, like you were there for milestones, came to big events, and you just gonna slowly distance yourself and ghost and not have a conversation.
Like to this day, it's always hurt my feelings. I'm like, I don't know what I did wrong to her to make her not want to.
Well, maybe it wasn't you; it was her. It's a her problem.
Probably.
Yeah.
But the lack of respect in that scenario, I get it.
I unfollowed her for a really long time. Everybody's like, you just should probably like unfollow her so you stop seeing all of her new friends stuff. Like I'd be like, like I would cry about it. I'd be like,
I mean, naturally though.
I just block people. I just like blocking people.
Block. Yeah.
Block just makes me feel
but that's
happy.
rude. To go someone you have a long-standing friendship with, that goes back to lack of communication, which is a red flag in a friendship.
Since we were like 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we could like go away for a while, like not talk, but that, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, that's like a hot take, kind of like like, I don't know how to word it because I feel like
finding the balance with priorities.
But I like the friends that you don't talk to for a couple of months here and there, and then you just pick right back up like nothing. Like you never missed a beat. Like I love that.
I think there's like different types of friends for different needs. Like you're gonna have the more low maintenance friends. You're gonna have the friends you talk to every day. You're gonna have the friends that maybe you just go out with. You're gonna have the friends that are just for like business purposes. Like one friend, maybe this is a hot take, but like all your friends don't need to be everything all the time. Like it's okay to have different friends for different reasons and not try to make one person everything.
Yeah. Right. So I made a friend this past year. We met on a bachelorette. Well, okay, I'll tell you, we met at a bridal shower and I was like, she looks so insufferable. I will never talk to this girl. Like she just seems like loud, like in charge. Like I'm good. Like I'm good. Like she just looks moody. And then we ended up talking on a bachelorette.
You're moody.
Yeah. And we've talked every single day since we talked on like constantly sleepovers, like anything, like she's there. And I feel like with that friendship this year, like I really gained somebody that like is animosity the right word? Like there's no jealousy, no competition. Like I literally, and like Kylie too, like I'll show pictures of them and talk about them. Like I'm a proud parent. Like you would think we're all like couples. You know what I mean? Like I'm so proud of them. Or like they talk about me the same way.
That's really
so like
cute.
I just feel like it's so nice to have a friendship that's genuinely so like
that's a
positive
true friend.
And
like that's
it's
genuine.
just so good.
Yeah. That's so genuine.
That was my little friendship.
I love that.
Thing.
I think all of the most genuine and real friendships I have now have been made in my adult life after going through so much. But one of the biggest things that I appreciate that makes them such real and true, genuine friends is that they're committed to understanding me instead of taking everything personally and trying to misunderstand me. So if I, for example, like don't text back for 3 days, instead of taking that really, really personally and getting mad at me, they're like, hey, like why are you doing that and what's going on? So then I can explain to them, oh, like when I'm in a mood, my thing is to like distance myself. So they're committed to understanding me and being there for me as a friend instead of taking everything, little thing personally and centering their needs in the friendship versus, you know, they're just there for me in a way that I've never experienced before.
Right. And honesty too, I feel like is a big thing. Like, hey, like, I think that you need to like work on this, or hey, like I didn't like that, or like, hey, like maybe be careful saying this, or but I don't know.
Yeah. Just having that safe space to be like, hey, actually, I didn't answer for 3 days because I was going through it. And like to know like, that I'm not going to be judged.
That's so fine. Like, what's wrong? Like,
yes.
And not making everything about yourself. Like, you're genuinely interested in what each other has to say.
Yeah. They're committed to understanding you and what you are about. And that's such a huge huge green flag that I finally have cultivated in my adult friendships.
Yeah. I really don't have a friend. I have acquaintances. Just kidding. My best friend's my husband. But I mean, as far as like just a person, I mean, a green flag would be for me is just, you can't get angry if I'm exhausted and I can't go out on the weekends with you and stuff like that because I work so much. We work every single weekend in here and it's hard being a small business owner. It's not for the faint of heart. So I have another really good friend and she has a restaurant and we might not talk for a month or 2 months, but as soon as we're together, it feels so good because we understand each other.
I love that.
So just having somebody that really understands and, you know, because like I said, sometimes I feel like maybe even family and other friends I've lost in the past, I think they're angry because we can't do this or that, or we can't host this or do stuff like that. It's not because we don't want to, it's because I'm physically like exhausted. And it's a lot with the business. I can't stay up late because I get up so early. I get up usually between 3 and 4 o'clock every morning. So it's a lot. So usually I'm like ready for bed at like 8:30. So that would be for me. Just somebody just to really understand, you know, especially with farm life and so it's tough.
So like what's something you think would better you as a friend if you were to get like a really good friend again like that? That's not your husband.
Oh, that's not my husband. Probably to have a friend like with a lot of benefits. Just kidding. I'm just checking.
Okay, you're canceled. Next. Amanda, what's yours?
That would make me a better friend or someone else?
Like something you think you could like improve on eventually. Or like you would like, that you've been improving on.
Probably my communication when it comes to what I'm going through.
Yes.
Because I developed such like a wall, like as a safety mechanism when I realized that if I'm going through something, so many people in my life in the past had made me feel unsafe and like whatever I'm going through isn't valid and I'm not acting right or I'm not being right. So I go silent. Like if I'm going through something and I stop texting, I'm probably going through it.
It's trauma.
That's on trauma, but I'm trying to work on that.
Yeah, I would say mine, I kind of touched on it earlier, like being in a relationship and still prioritizing your friends.
Right.
Because I got so much hate for it last time I did that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to really try and work on it this time.
To write a passage as a woman. I think everyone does that at some point.
Yeah. So I've been working on it, guys. I am good this time.
Yes. Love to hear that.
Thank you.
Love to hear that.
As far as me working on my friendship, if I had a friend, I would probably try to text more.
I'm right here.
Maybe at night.
You're done. Let's do our thoughts of the days.
Okay, my thought of the day is that we should not confine breakfast to just breakfast foods, and you can have literally anything you want for breakfast.
I love when my friends do that with me or like eat pizza. Yes. Nicolette and I just had pizza at 2:30 a.m. the other day.
I had mac and cheese for breakfast this morning.
Come in the cafe, I make good chicken salad.
Yeah.
No, like I love like or breakfast food for dinner.
Yes.
Mine is if you're sitting in public and a stranger sits next to you, just stare ahead. Just stare ahead and say,
what's wrong with you?
Did you bring the money?
What?
Was that good?
That's funny.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought it was good.
Okay, let me get us back here.
So did you?
Stop. Really creepy. All right. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create.
Love that.
Thank you. Thanks for watching our episode of Boss Babe Brews. Make sure you subscribe and like anywhere you like to watch or listen to all of your favorite podcasts. We're also on Instagram now, so make sure you follow us there. And make sure you follow Hens and Honey on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And also give Amanda Setti a follow on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, TikTok.
Yes. Those are her platforms.
Thank you.
Cash.
Thank you guys.
This has been Boss Babe Brews, hosted by Valerie and Marlena Robinson, recorded at Hens and Honey Shop in Swedesboro, New Jersey, and produced by Breakdown Media. Follow Hens and Honey on Instagram and TikTok for more, and make sure you subscribe to get new episodes every Friday.